I won't hurt you, lady. I found you, and I'll keep you safe. You are my mate now after all. You can speak. How can you understand me? What do you mean, mate? I don't get what's going on. What even are you? I learned from watching you humans. I just know I'm different and humans call me Mothman. You are the prettiest human I have ever seen. I just know you must be my mate. You can call me Selena and I'm flattered, but I don't think I can be your mate. Don't worry, I will be a good mate and I will care for you. Now let's go to my den, so I can show you just how much I can please you. You don't understand, I'm a vampire. Now is your time to tell a secret. I have a piercing. Where? I never saw. In hidden place, wanna see? Sure. Goth is a mindset. You don't have to listen to goth music to be goth. Visible confusion. Goth according to the internet starter pack. Do you like The Cure? Yes. Bear tries to use cat door to enter home. He looks so sad, just let him in. Find a great song you've never heard before. The rest of the album sounds great. Have a hard time finding more of their work. Learn they made one album in the 80s and disbanded afterwards. Non-goths. Goth music. Is this emo? Goth juice, the most powerful hairspray known to man. Made from the tears of Robert Smith. Loud belfries, bell ringing sung. You are now listening to bat chirping and wing flapping sound. 102.9. Woman screaming in the background sound. Real Goth FM. Evil laughter sound. Where we play nothing but goth rock, dark wave and death rock. Thumping heartbeat sound. Door creaking sound. This ain't your poser station. Imagine Dragons. Radioactive starts playing. Gen X Romanians when dark and cold wave sound like 80s new wave. Baby bats taking music recommendations from older goths. This will make a fine addition to my collection. No. You cannot have banjoriness in goth music. I hate women. Why can't I get a goth girlfriend? Slaps roof of the goths. These bad boys can fit so much hairspray in them. How it feels to listen to goth music, but dress like an e-girl. Changing your look, because it is getting old. Keeping your look, because it is still iconic. Hey girl, I'm once again here to remind you that the Sisters of Mercy is not a goth band. The Prevention. Apparently they are better than The Cure. I love how goth girls have such intricate and advanced eye makeup, and goth guys kind of just me when the vocals in goth songs sound monotonous. Oh dear, gorgeous. Me when the vocals in metal songs sound monotonous. You ducking donkey. When the local scene needs allies to sustain a venue. Ravers, metalheads, 80s pop nostalgics, BDSM crowd, burlesque shows, goths. Andrew Eldrick. Even on a paddleboard he's still cooler than you. Boarhorse. Me. 80s songs. Modern songs that sound like 80s songs. Going to a goth music festival. The crowd. The band. Quit your band. Why? Join my emo band. She sent me her location, brother duck is this? London after midnight. My mom wants me home by 11. When it's Friday, but you're not in love. I have failed you. You do not fit in here. Okay, we will make our own place. Why are you excluding us? Oh no, you do not fit in here. Remember finally listening to that Boarhorse song your goth friend wouldn't shut up about, and it was just some old spooky guy mumbling. This is London After Midnight. Oh god, he's going for the jukebox. Love how all goth music from the 80s is literally just clang clang. I like to have evil Shreks. Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally just a 9-minute and 36 track about an Hungarian actor who died. Inside you there are two bats. One listens to goth music. One also listens to goth music. Goth juice. The most powerful hairspray known to man. Made from the tears of Robert Smith. Warhorse. She's in parties. If she doesn't know this song, she's not your goth girlfriend. She's just an e-girl bro. Goth is not rap. Neighbors. Goth rap is real. That's the spirit. Neighbors. Goth rap is fake to me too. Talking to a goth girl, yeah, I love that Warhorse song. Looks at smudged writing on palm, baby Luigi is dead. Midwest emo fans. Goth rock fans. Getting pissed when someone assumes they like My Chemical Romance. Cyanoxy in the bedsheets. In my teens. It's not a phase. In my 40s. Oh god, it really wasn't. Few days shy of 50, and when I ask my super goth 13-year-old what they're listening to, they tell me it's a band I probably don't know called The Cure. When you forget what an eye is called. The Sisters of Mercy, Vision thing. Every goth when summer finally comes. No one. Goth kids coming up with fake names for themselves. Mark Dark. If you willingly work with racists and bigots or are one, get the duck out of goth. We don't want you. How goth mother duckers look at me when I tell them that my fav band is Warhorse and not super mad graveyard underground megadeth punk blood vampire soul insanely evil drug sad black dark which has 2 monthly listeners. Before and after you discover Warhorse. Me, listening to my 5 daily mandatory goth songs, so they don't revoke my goth label. Finds new favorite band, discovers they split up in 85. When goth girls find a goth fetishist. Only listens to The Cure. Goth. Only listens to Dragon Force. Poser. Aren't you listening? Yes. Born to. Forced to. Goths back in the day. Just stole my mum's tablecloth to make this skirt and finally finished styling this jacket. I have the coolest outfit. Goths now. I can't afford to be goth. Killster is too expensive. Guess I'll have to buy all my closet from Shein. It's nice to see goths and crust punks getting along. Hot Topic used to be a goth store. Sure grandma, now let's get you to bed. And this tastes pretty good. I miss him. Some kind of stranger. Goth elders at the club be like. Slaps roof of the goths. These bad boys can fit so much hairspray in them. When you start listening to different post-punk genres. When you already know the difference between gothic rock, death rock, dark wave, cold wave, synth wave. Bitches who listen to Christian death be crazy like, girl, why are you collecting roadkill bones? When it's been 5 minutes since you've told someone that Billie Eilish isn't goth. We should have goths of all ages all around us all the time. Sadly, that's not what we usually get. So be the best goth you can be wherever. Being a goth is not just for the young and edgy. We need more elderly goths who sit knitting cozy jumpers in graveyards. Goths who bake skull-shaped cookies while cheerfully chatting to their raven pals. Grandma goths. Goth is a fashion style, you guys are gatekeeping. Also, your music isn't goth like Bauhaus or whatever, is just a bunch of old men with guitars. You should listen to Mother now, they're actually goth. We will spit on you. My parents at my age. Let's buy this house. Yes, me at my age. I will never financially recover from this. When the lights come up at the goth club. I have 2 sides. Cold The Cure. Hot The Cure. Warhorse be like, we aren't a goth band. My brother in Christ, you helped make the genre. I rented out the basement to goths. A normal person, after going to a goth club out of curiosity, Look, I've made some friends. No much of a joke here, this is how I feel with goth clothes plus makeup, and how I feel as soon as I take it all off. Yeah, I'm totally fine. Meanwhile me. Goth corn is called corn on the macabre. Punk, metal, goth. Goth is dying, and goths are stuck in the 80s, 90s goth bands, 2000s 2010s goth bands, many of whom still make new music, death rock revival and new wave of dark wave music, goth clubs and events still existing, WGT being one, goth communities online that are still alive and going strong. Goth bands who have yet to be recognized on Bandcamp. Every teenage goth discovering The Cure. I'm utterly alone. Goths in the 80s and 90s. Society in the 80s and 90s. Goths in the 80s. I just DIY'd my whole wardrobe because there is no other way to get the clothing that represents my individualism. Now I'm gonna record a spooky mixtape that me and my significant other will listen to while making love in a graveyard under a full moon. Goths today. Mom buy Kilnster please. Just punks, metalheads, dark wavers, and goths respecting each other. Excuse me sir, do you have a minute to talk about The Cure? Goths when the music sounds like a metal pipe falling on concrete. Sorry posers. I only listen to real goth. An historic moment. Santa and Robert Smith reach an agreement that will allow goths to celebrate Christmas. See an article or video that explains the history of goth. States Marilyn Manson, My Chemical Romance, Evanescence, etc. as icons of goth. Metalheads. Goths. Type 0 negative. Why all the black? Why all the pearls? Why all the hair? Why anything? Echo and the Bunnymen. The Cure. New Order. The Smiths. Joy Division. Depeche Mode. Extremely horny and depressed fans. Friend I haven't seen in 3 years. I just got a promotion. My husband and I just got married. And our baby is due in 3 months. What have you been up to? What I've been doing. Everyone thinks they want a goth boyfriend. Until he wants to put on Disintegration and make out all night. Me awkwardly standing in the corner attempting to Shazam half the DJ set list. Most people at the goth club just dancing and vibing. Emo. Goth. Showgaze. Illiterate wolf cut artists. So what goth bands do you like? Oh, I don't like the music, I just like the fashion. Taylor Swift on revisiting Reputation. It's a goth punk moment of female rage at being gaslit by an entire social structure. I think a lot of people see it, and they are just like, sick snakes and strobe lights. Welcome to the goth subculture. Please choose your goth icon to be obsessed over. Waiter, more trad goth please. The back panch is on my jacket. The back panch is underneath. When your homie says he's gonna do a vocal cover of Romy is Distressed by Christian Death. How are you getting to the goth club? Me. Goth cultures are natural enemies. Like mall goths and trad goths. Or cyber goths and trad goths. Or pastel goths and trad goths. Or trad goths and other trad goths. Damn goths ruined goths. This is so peak. Cyanuxisa II, you tell her a secret. Most people rejected his message. They hated Joe because he told them the truth. Metal music and industrial music are not goth music genres. Shut up. When you're listening to post-punk in the car with your family. Me listening to that stereotypical cookie cutter dark wave song. Shout out to sad English musicians. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Listen to your heart. Let's put on some dark wave. Goths listen to goth music, Joy Division, Cyanuxy and the Banshees, The Cure, etc. Goths listen to Marilyn Manson. Goths listen to Billie Eilish. Goths listen to Halloween sound effects CDs. The Sisters of Mercy are not goth starter pack. Trying to act natural for a photo, but also not sure what to do with your hands. How goths feel when they say vampire instead of vampire. I'm goth. Uncool goths. 1000 reasons why they can't be goth. I'm goth. Cool goths. Cool, what's your favorite band? To be goth, you need to listen to the music. Here are some specific playlists, information, and I can even give personalized recommendations if need be. Stop gatekeeping me. The Gate. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's grey and Wednesday too. Thursday I don't care about you. It's... We are not sluts. We listen to Horse. When life becomes too difficult to handle and you take up narcolepsy as a hobby. An historic moment. Santa and Robert Smith reach an agreement that will allow goths to celebrate Christmas. Post-punk, goth, new romantic, industrial. What side are you on? Cross goth. Pentagram goth. Yay, I'm goth. Goblin on this hot dog. Sleep paralysis, but the demon keeps asking if things are goth. Is Witch House goth? Is Kuromi goth? Is a black banana goth? Joy Division. Unknown pleasures. How people sleep after saying that goth is an aesthetic based subculture. You are on this playlist, but we do not grant you the rank of goth band. What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can you be music goths enjoy and not be a goth band? Take a seat. Type 0 negative. Where are you sitting? 1. Vandal Moon Vision Video Drab Majesty. 2. The Chameleons The Sound Asylum Party. 3. Merux Mulcher Dome of Estron Vulture. 4. Sisters of Mercy Christian Death Horse. 5. Twin Tribes French Police Interpol. 6. Boy Harsher Ultra Suntia/ST. 7. The Cure Traitors Lebanon Hanover. Gatekeeping goth music from humans, that shit is for vampires only. Shout out to Purple Goth albums for real. Gotta be one of my favorite kinds of records. The Cure. Lyrics. Sound. Me after hearing The Cure hasn't had a good album since 1989 for the third time this week. German Expressionism. Hello Deutschland. Do you feel kinda ducked up inside? Me too. Introducing movies for people who feel kinda ducked up inside and would like to feel more so. This one has a pretty goth boy and some slanty walls. I'm listening. Goth in New York City starter pack. At this rave I went to in Brooklyn. Search and destroy. I got a new tattoo. Want to go to this bar? The I Want a Goth Girlfriend guy starter pack. The guys look like this. Sure, I like goth bands too. You can only be goth if you listen to classic goth music. Goth has been around way before the music. Poser. Elitist. You're just one obscene kids and MS. It's about self-expression. I bet you can't even name 10 goth bands. I can be goth however I want. Why do I feel like I'm looking at a school PSA about peer pressure? The first rule of Goth Club. You're not goth. Just because I'm a goth girl doesn't mean that I'm into BDSM. Well, okay, I'm into BDSM. But not just because I'm a goth girl. Oh my god. I love gothic. What is this? Are you Satanist? It's time to make this boar horse into a boar home. I'm goth. What does that mean? It means he listens to goth bands. No it doesn't. Alien Shrek's Fiend Twin Tribes Rosetta Stone. Stop it Patrick. You're scaring him. Joy Division. New Order. The Sisters of Mercy. Shout out to goth guys in priest outfits. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Goth music for Shreks.